Hi, and welcome to my first book critique. Today I'm going to talk to you about some great award-winning books about friendship and family. These children's books all range from pre-K to 3rd grade and can be used for various lessons on friendship, family, and healthy relationships. The genre I have chosen is children's literature and fiction. These books have great long lessons and that could be great to have in a classroom. For my first book, I have chosen to do A Sick Day for Amos McGee. This book is by Philip Stead. The genre of it is children's literature and fiction, and is a great read for kids. For Amos McGee is a zookeeper and takes care of the animals every day. One day he gets sick and is no longer to come in and has to stay in bed and rest. The zoo animals are very upset by this and think about how they can come see Amos McGee. They end up going to see him and take care of him while he's sick. This is an important lesson about friendship and what friends do for you. The lessons that I have chosen for A Sick Day for Amos McGee is for English language arts. After reading A Sick Day for Amos McGee, children will discuss and choose 5 qualities that make a good friend. Then they will be required to make a story about the importance of friendship and the type of qualities that make them a good friend. Once they do that, they move on to storyboard, where they're able to create a book and make or choose their pictures for it. Once all of this is done, they will read in front of the entire class and use it so that they can be good friends to their classmates. The second lesson I have is a science lesson. After the students read A Sick Day for Amos McGee, they will break into groups of 2 and discuss what happened when Amos got sick and how it can affect someone. Then the groups of 2 will be required to list different precautions of what you should do when you are sick, such as stay in bed, do not go to work, and rest, etc. Once they do this, they make a chart of what helps them feel better when they are sick. Then they will use a bulletin board to put all their great ideas of how to stay healthy and makes them feel better. This can be kept in the children's classroom so that they're constantly reminded on how to stay healthy. For my other books, I have chosen some other reads about healthy relationships that could also be tied into science. For the first book I have is Make Way for Ducklings by Robert McCloskey. This is a Newbery Award-winning book. It's a children's picture book fiction about a family of ducks trying to find a new home as they travel the city. This is a wonderful children's book. It shows the importance of family and how it teaches us that we can be anywhere, but as long as we're family, we're truly home. You can see the importance of family that goes with this book and the friend theme, and the importance of having a home, which could tie into the science and how you could find a home and how a home is made. That can tie into the science lesson. The second book I have is Frog and Toad by Arnold Lobel. This is a great read about friendship. This is a Newbery Award-winning children's fiction book about 2 friends who do mostly everything together. This book, they help each other discover the goodness of friendship and what it takes to stop eating all the cookies. This book it can do with science and show us the importance of health. And it can also tie into the friendship, since sometimes your friends might have differences, but your friends ultimately, even if it makes you upset, will make you stop eating the cookies to stay healthy. For the third book I have is To the Sea by Cale Atkins. To the Sea is a children's literature fiction by a book about friendships. This is a CBC Children's Book Council award-winning, and it talks about how one child feels alone and meets the unlikely friend who is a whale. And this shows the true meaning of friendship and how friendship is so important. It also shows that friends who are often alone and how we can make them feel better by being there for friends who may seem upset. This can also tie into a science lesson because the book travels into the sea and you discover different types of animals. The other book that I have is Last Stop on Market Street by Matt D. LaPana. This is a Newbery and Caldecott award-winning children's literature book. It is about a boy who takes the same route every day with his Nana and questions why they don't take a car. This is a wonderful story about a child and his Nana and how they learn the important lessons as he takes the bus. These lessons can understand how fortunate he is about having his Nana and having what he has. He goes through his route with his Nana, and this book can be connected with thankfulness and understanding, but also for kids to read how transportation works and how to stay with your family. For another book, I have Leave Me Alone. This is a Caldecott winner and is a great book, children's fiction, about how some families can be overwhelming. It is about a grandma who has so many kids in her family, and she just wants to be alone and knit. So she goes to different places to be alone. She ends up finding that place, but then realizes how lonely and how much she misses her family. She then comes back and realizes that's where she needs to be. This is a great book about the importance of family and how being together can make us happy, and it's not healthy to be alone. The next book I have is Sam and Dave Dig a Hole. This is a Caldecott winner about two boys who decide to dig a big hole. Little did they know they're about to find a diamond, but they keep missing it. They are so close to discovering a diamond. However, they are enjoying digging with each other and it ends that their friendship is the true treasure of all. This could also be a science book for a science lesson because you could talk about geography and the different rocks and also diamonds. The last book I have is My Friend Rabbit. This is a Newbery Award-winning book about a rabbit losing his toy airplane in the trees and ends up using his other animal friends to get it. This can help students know the importance of friendship and how they can use each other and how they're better in numbers to get something done. This also can tie into our science lesson because it shows the various animals and different types of animals that you can talk about. All these books are great reads and can be used for various lessons, whether it's literature or whether it is science. Thank you so much.